Hello collective, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, you guys. I am the Buddha Baddie. I'm a psychic and intuitive medium. I channel messages that I get from the Most High Spirit, and I give you guys those messages to see what you guys need to be aware of. Right now I'm going to start with a channel message. I'm going to try to make this more of a simple, kind of quick message. I'm going to try not to make it too lengthy, okay? But I have been going through a lot of throat chakra activations at this moment. So if my throat, if like my words are kind of jumbled up or I'm kind of having a little bit of blockages, that is because I'm going through an activation right now. Okay. So the energy that is coming through right now is a lot. Like I just have to take a deep breath for this because I feel like there is so much energy that's being focused on you right now. Okay, you guys are going through a massive level up, and I feel like there are so many eyes on you, or so many people kind of watching you or trying to monitor what you do. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with what you guys have manifested or what you guys are manifesting. Okay, I am getting this energy of you guys are going to have a lot more vitality and life force coming soon. So just be mindful right now. It's a good time to do. I'm feeling like I'm seeing the Hermit and the Four of Swords in my mind's eye. So there is a need to really go within and relax, rejuvenate, rest. If you feel like your body needs rest, listen to it. Okay, follow your intuition. If you feel like you just need to really just kind of relax, all right, because I feel like there are a lot of dense energies that are coming back up to the surface for you guys to kind of transmute and let go of. And I feel like on top of that, with so many people focusing on you and so many people kind of, you know, putting all their energy into you, that can cause a lot more like anxious inducing energy, okay, around you. So just be mindful of that. All right, I'm gonna use my protection. I'm gonna use this protection mist that I just got. Protection spray, just to help me cleanse the energy as I'm giving this reading. So a lot of people are focusing on you at this current moment in time because not only have you guys gone out of this really dark night of the soul where I feel like you guys had to do a lot of shadow work, a lot of internal finding, soul searching, people are now going through that phase in their life. I feel like, you know, there is an energy of people having to find themselves, people having to look at their shadow side and face their darkness, okay? You guys have already done that. I'm seeing you guys are coming out of the tunnel that was filled with darkness. I heard dread, treachery. So you guys dealt with a lot of like internal conflict and outer battles that you had to really kind of like work through and alchemize. And I feel like now it's time for other people to focus on their shadow and work through their shadow. And it's just a matter of them being resistant to it, and if they are resistant to it, they're going to be, you know, they're not going to be able to, you know, go through this, you know, level up. Okay, I am saying that you guys have stepped into your higher purpose. So I'm getting like a collective energy of a lot of artists. You guys are very artistic, you have some sort of creative side to you guys. Okay, yeah, okay, so you had a lot of people who right now are, yeah, they're facing their shadow, or they're like dreading this. A lot of people are dreading facing their shadow side because they're almost like trying to keep you contained so that they wouldn't be able to face this side of themselves. I feel like this side of themselves is very dark. All right, these people could be dealing with a lot of issues regarding their health. Okay, this could be mental, physical, emotional, spiritual. Okay, I am feeling like a spiritual sickness upon a lot of people right now who are trying to send a lot of like negative energy your way. Wow. All right, do you see that that just flew out? Okay, so there is an FBI investigation, all right, that's taking place right now. Okay, people could be watching you online. Okay, this is why there's so much eyes on you. I'm getting like there's an energy of like you are like the main focus of something here. Okay, wow. Okay, we have survival mode. Yeah, so I feel like there was a lot of organizations. This was like this was like a bigger group, not even just a bigger group. I'm getting like this was like secret societies and a lot of organizations here that are being investigated currently as we speak, because a lot of them were trying to block forward movement for you. A lot of them were trying to keep you stagnant, keep you in survival mode, keep you out of balance here, okay? Possibly in fight or flight mode, but you guys are spiritual warriors, okay? So there was a lot of things going on. This is why there's so much focus and energy on you, because there was so much being done to you guys. The protector of God's people has come over you guys, okay? So Archangel Michael is heavily in this energy. I feel like Archangel Michael is really guiding you at this moment in time, because I feel like a lot of things could be kind of like shifty. Okay, I feel like there are a lot of delays that are happening right now, but don't worry, you know, delays are only just like setbacks are God's protection, I believe, because if things are going on in the background that you're not aware of or you're not meant to be aware of, okay, because it could be a bigger thing that's happening in other people's lives, okay? It could connect to you in some way. That's why it's in this reading. But I am seeing that a lot of it you're being kind of protected out. You're being protected away from, because you guys aren't meant to be involved in any of this, okay? Because I see that there was a lot of people trying to sacrifice your energy and harvest off your energy for their own gain, their own financial gain, their own prosperity. And this is why a lot of these people are now facing survival mode, okay? They were trying to keep you in this survival mode state of mind so that you would always be distracted or be stagnant or feel like you can never come out of something here. And I feel like now Archangel Michael is putting a stop to this, because I feel like I'm hearing like that's enough, okay? Do my prophet no harm, okay? That's been enough of the taunting. There's just been a lot of like spiritual attacks that have been sent to you, and this could have been like your whole life, okay? But I am seeing that these people were, or they are right now, going through a major ego death, okay? These people are going through their own awakenings, okay? As you ascend, the more and more you level up, the more pieces of the puzzle are coming together. And the more these people can no longer hide from the truth. They have to face that shadow, okay? They can no longer, you know, keep those rose-colored glasses on. I feel like for a really long time, these people were like comfortable, and they probably maybe still are. And this is why they're trying to, Spirit is like almost like taking them out of this comfortability, and they're starting to get really uncomfortable because of how much changes are happening in your life and in their life. It's the ripple effect kind of energy, okay? Yeah, I feel like a lot of these people are very aware of how spiritual you guys are. You guys could be definitely spiritual leaders, okay, or some sort of spiritual guide, okay? I feel like you guys are definitely someone who has a lot of spiritual knowledge within you, okay? You know a lot about that philosophical power. You know, you believe in a higher power, and I feel like a lot of these people were trying to cause stagnation of that, okay? They didn't want you to be connected to source, because when you're connected to source, the Most High, you can kind of see through the veil, so you can see what's happening behind the scenes, even if they don't tell you, even if they're not showing you, even if it's very sneaky and deceptive, you're tapped in. And this is what they were trying to ultimately block for you, time and time again, is what I'm hearing. But look, it's game over for them. It's game over, and I heard it's game time for you. So it's almost like now it's a done deal, okay? I feel like Spirit is finally like, you guys had enough of your fun trying to disrupt my anointed one, and now it is time for you guys to face endings, okay? This was your final warning, okay? You guys could be seeing 1010, 666, 999, 1313, or 1133. All right, if you see those numbers, that's definitely a confirmation that these people know their time's up. Okay, these people are getting the warning signs, they're getting the synchronicities, and it is ultimately, you know, we have free will in this life, so whatever they do marks their, you know, their path. And we have a descendant, so a lot of people are noticing, you guys could be accessing more ancient wisdom at this moment in time, okay? You guys are definitely associated with shamanism. You guys are shamans. You guys have a higher path. The thing is, when you affect someone, or when you try to affect an anointed one's life, a chosen one, a shaman's life, that is like, that is just like a death wish, honestly, when you think about it, because you guys are here to connect with the higher, how do I explain this? You guys are here to access higher wisdom. Okay, so your path in this life is not necessarily the same as a lot of just people just walking around every day, okay? And this is not meant to give you guys a big head or whatever, because I know the ego probably wants to eat that shiz up. But no, it's because you guys are educators. You guys are, this isn't your first rodeo. This isn't your first lifetime here, okay? You guys have had, this is why your path has been harder, okay? This is why your path has been more intense, more isolating, more dark, just, I wouldn't say, yeah, just, you have to alchemize and transmute a lot of energy, okay? And this is why your path is a lot more, is a lot bigger than these people who, what they're doing. So this is why, you know, obviously divine intervention is going to take place, and these people are going to have certain issues play out in their life for doing this consistently and trying to, affect you in any type of way here, especially your intuition. If you guys are intuitives and you're meant to do something on this earth that involves elevating the higher consciousness of the world, and they're trying to actively affect your intuition, actively block your intuition, your connection to source, then they're in for a rude awakening, because you guys, that's literally your pathway. And I keep on hearing like, do my prophet no harm, do my prophet no harm. So these people, yeah, you guys are definitely prophets, prophetess, okay? And you have like a higher calling. You guys are meant to speak the word of life, the word of God here, or the word of elevation in some way. Like, you have some profound knowledge here that I feel like so many people are trying to look down on you, or so many people are trying to block for you or cause delays in your life so you wouldn't like hit this stage of your life. But Spirit is saying game over. It's game over for them. Their endings. Yeah, this is like justice for you guys as well. So yeah, this is like a powerful message that I'm getting. Spirit is really coming through with this message. Okay, I want to clarify. Let's clarify awakening first, okay? Clarify awakening, Spirit, these new perspectives that these people are having right now. Thank you. All right, we have creature of air speed. So yeah, I feel like these people, like, you have a lot of spiritual, you have a lot of ancestors backing you up in the spirit world, okay? I feel like you have a lot of like, yeah, this is like people really like not messing around with you. You guys have completed some type of cycle here, and your ancestors are not coming to play here, okay? Yeah. This is awakening energy, okay? These people are self-reflecting, or they feel like they have to self-reflect right now, all right? You guys could be going through a moment of choices that you have to make, big decisions that you have to make at this moment, okay? I feel like you guys were living in the upside down for a really long time because you guys were always being blocked in some type of way. I feel like you guys were always, for some reason, it's like people didn't want you to, they didn't want flowers to bloom for you. They didn't want roses to grow. Like, they didn't want something here for you to expand. And I feel like a lot of these people knew that the choices that they were making were ultimately causing a lot of sacrifices in their life in the future. But I feel like they were thinking more momentarily. And I feel like you guys are, you know, were seen as a martyr, okay? You guys were definitely seen as someone to, I heard take advantage of, and then I heard get rid of. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people did not want you to master yourself. This was like the biggest goal for them, for you not to see who you are, all right? For you to just be like blinded or blindsided by things that were happening here. Even for you not to see like see how things are going correctly. Excuse me, my voice is like my third chakra, like I said. Yeah, I feel like right now, like, the choices you have made the choices that everyone makes alters their destiny in one way or the other. And I feel like the choices you have made have set you up for a lot of growth and expansion in your energy, okay? And I feel like whatever energy has been sent your way is being returned back to these people who are trying to, I feel like the more they try to sacrifice you, making you a sacrificial lamb, the more it allows you to self-reflect and go within, and actually made you more of a powerhouse and more powerful and more spiritually equipped to handle these attacks than you did ultimately in the beginning. And I feel like this is something that they were trying to avoid, okay? But, you know, that's the energy I'm getting from that. Okay. I'm gonna clarify this FBI investigation because, I'm sorry, what now? All right. Clarify FBI investigation. Oh, wow. So yeah, this is your poetic justice. Wow. Okay, so there's definitely an investigation. Your strength was being tested. Your strength was being tested here. I feel like time and time again, it's like you always thought that people would have your back, but you had to go through a series of events where people did not have your back, okay? People were ready to sacrifice you at the drop of a hat, okay? And I feel like, yeah. So this is like, this is your opportunity, okay? This is like, this time is for you. It's your time, okay? Like, look at that. It seems like now there's like blossoming abundance coming for you, coming through you, okay? You guys are entering a very, very auspicious time where these things are like shifting. Your Akashic records are now finally at like in motion, okay? There's things that are finally in motion. You could have had a lot of stagnancy for a while, like I said, with them trying to block your path, them trying to cause delays, sacrifice you, okay? Do things for money, do things to, you know, or sell out, okay? Maybe these people were sellouts and they were trying to, you know, sacrifice you for your path and things like that, like destiny swapping kind of Anyways, I feel like there is a lot of people recognizing that you are truly in tune with the divine, that you are a divine being here, okay? You have some sort of ancient royal bloodline. Something about ancient Egyptian bloodline is coming through, okay? And I feel like it is finally your time. It's finally time for the wheels to change, okay? You could have, like I said, gone through a lot of hindrances, gone through a lot of people really trying to block you in a lot of ways, really trying to keep you stagnant, keep you from seeing the truth of situations, okay? And I feel like Spirit is finally allowing things to shift, because I feel like you guys have gone through such a massive awakening that not only are you guys activating into your actual higher self, but your intuition is now being, if it wasn't spot on before, it is spot on now. So I feel like the choices you have made have ultimately brought you to this place of understanding and brought you to this place of inspired action. And the inspired action you took, the decisions you chose to make, are ultimately bringing change for you, and the wheel is finally turning in your favor. All right, so this is like big momentum. This is big energy that's shifting for you guys. A lot of cycles are closing with the 10-10 energy. Like a lot of cycles, old paradigms. You guys are not in other timelines. You guys have jumped timelines. You guys are like, yeah, you guys are in such an abundant energy right now, okay? And these people are going through ego deaths, okay? They're having to do a lot of self-reflection, a lot of internal work, a lot of looking within on why they chose to sacrifice you, why they chose to do this and that for gain or for whatever they wanted, okay? Whether this was like appearances, status. They're trying to like look at the bigger picture now, because I feel like for a long time, these people assume that you would just be upside down forever. They assume that you would just be confused and at a loss forever. But that's not how God works. That's not how the universe works. All right, the universe sets things up for a bigger meaning, for a bigger picture. And I feel like these people weren't thinking that, especially during this time when they thought they were getting a lot more gain out of things, okay? Like, I'm just seeing a lot of people did see you as like I'm getting a little bit frustrated, because it is an energy of people really seeing you as some sort of like opportunity. All right, you had a lot of opportunists on your path. You had a lot of people who saw that you were some sort of ancient royal bloodline. You had some ancient royal DNA, but instead of them actually wanting to work with you or actually wanting to encourage you and support you, they didn't want you to take inspired action. They didn't want you to be in this kind of energy, this authentic energy that is yours, that is truly aligned for you. And so they offered you up as a sacrifice. And ultimately, it's just justice for things to play out this way. It's fair. It's only fair for their paths to go a different direction of what their destiny chose, what they chose ultimately, because they had the free will and they made their decisions, okay? And for you to go in the direction that you know, are meant to, because that was the decisions you were making. I feel like you do have some sort of like lion spirit animal that is really around you, that's really protecting you right now. It's giving you the courage, all right, to to create, that's giving you the strength, okay? Most importantly, I feel like this is justice for you guys to take charge and be courageous and have a courageous heart and not allow this to limit you or keep you stagnant anymore. Because if they were still doing this and still trying, the wheels are turning either way. So no matter how hard they try, it's just gonna bounce right back to their energy, okay? Because this is such a like prolific time for you guys, okay? There's so many changes happening in your energy. So many. Okay, and I feel like you had to go through a lot of like uncharted territory, okay, whether within yourself or, you know, in different places. You had to see a lot of people for their true colors, and that was probably really, really disappointing and disheartening, because you saw people for who they really are. You saw the people, you saw people as opportunists, you saw people as takers, you saw people as manipulators, and ultimately as people who are just trying to use you for their own gain. And I think that that was really something that was probably very, you know, heartbreaking for a while. But I feel like this transformation ultimately made you a stronger person, made you know yourself more, made you more aligned with who you are. So it's actually justice happening for you, okay? Okay. I'm gonna get these true crime oracles because I want to know more about this FBI investigation. So I feel like by you taking matters into your own hands, and I feel like you have Archangel Michael that's heavily guiding you as well. By you taking matters into your own hands, you have taken that inspired action to release any of these energies, all right, that were holding you back or keeping you probably stuck to a certain paradigm or a certain timeline in your life that no longer, you know, that is no longer where you're supposed to be, okay? So I feel like this inspired action you have taken has ultimately brought you a lot of change, and this is like some sort of investigation is taking place right now, you guys. Okay, so we have wooded area. Ooh. So someone could have done something in a wooded area out of jealousy. Okay, so someone could live in some sort of wooded area. Maybe someone lives in a cabin. Okay, something about a cabin could be significant here. Someone, yeah, I'm getting that someone was trying to keep you in a fog, in a state of confusion. Okay, there's a lot of jealousy involved here with your ancestral wisdom. Okay, yeah, they were trying to assassinate your character here. This is spiritual assassination here. Like I said, keep you hidden, keep you in some sort of fog here. A lot of this had to do with jealousy, and I feel like someone's getting caught red-handed here. Yeah, they tried to make it seem like this was an accident. So someone could have been trying to send spells your way. Someone could have been trying to send energy your way to cause accidents. Okay, to maybe make you get into some sort of accident here. Oh, y'all. Yeah, and I feel like you're too intuitive for this. Your intuition has led you, yeah. Your intuition has led you out of some sort of situation here that I feel like could have really, you know, yeah, someone was trying to get you caught up in an accident here, okay? Oh, yeah, so there's an investigation going on about that, okay? And you know what's actually so crazy? I just had a dream yesterday, and it had to do something with like getting into an accident. So yeah, this is definitely significant. I feel like people were just trying to, out of jealousy, they wanted you to like, oh, they wanted you, yeah, they wanted you gone. Oh yeah, ultimately they wanted to get rid of you, and if that meant putting you into an accident, it's just, yeah. But you followed your intuition here. I feel like these people were trying to cover up something here, okay? These people were trying to cover up what they were doing behind the scenes here. Yeah, because I feel like you guys, ooh, yeah. So you guys are definitely gifted, okay? You have divine talents. You have God's grace. God's grace is over you guys. Something about your intuition is so insanely on point and powerful. Like, you guys are intuitives, okay? So you have like God's grace over you. And I feel like a lot of people are trying to cover up your favor, okay? They were trying to mask your favor here, all right? And I feel like this could have been a lot of people in a neighborhood. Like, this could have been a community of people, maybe even like people from your hometown, you know? There are a lot of them are in regret here, okay? Whatever they tried to do, people could have even said that you like hurt yourself, or you like went off, like you got into an accident. Like, people were spewing all this crazy stuff out of jealousy and hatred, because they envy your favor. They envy how abundant you are. They envy your like divine purpose. And it's just crazy to me because like the wheels are changing in your favor, and that's why there's some sort of investigation, because there could have been a lot of spiritual assassination. There could have been a lot of energy harvesting, energy taking to like, I'm just getting an energy of like people spreading heinous lies or just spreading heinous things about you just so like people, you would be hidden and people wouldn't know where you are. People would just assume you're not here anymore. Like, take what resonates, you guys, but that's kind of the energy I'm getting here. All right, but it's like they didn't want the wheel to turn in your favor. All right, if that meant you getting into an accident and you definitely not being here, they wanted that for you. It's like the it's yeah, it's definitely an energy of people trying to sacrifice you. Okay, these people are facing massive ego deaths. Okay, yeah, look at that. Like, I'm getting these people were just trying to trash on you, trash your name, throw you out like garbage. Like, these people didn't realize, or maybe they did, but they didn't want you to realize that you had God's favor. They just assumed if we, you know, treat them like trash, ultimately they'll like, you know, disappear. That's kind of the energy I'm getting from this, okay? These people could like to party a lot. This could be a cult. They notice you're healing here. They could be traveling here, or they could have traveled to do something here. Yeah. Oh, I can't make this up. Yeah, this cult could be going through legal issues, meaning like investigations. They could be getting investigated for this greed that they were doing here. This greed out of ego. This ego trying to take what's yours, or trying to, you know, end you, or y'all. This is definitely some sort of like assassination of character, defamation of character, ruining your reputation, ending you in some type of way here. Yeah, I'm getting like these people were really they're advocating for throwing you out like trash or something here in order to get some sort of like, I don't know, I'm getting an energy of like they wanted to get something out of this here. Okay, this could have been a group effort. Like I said, these corrupt organizations, they were all together, banding together to do something here. And people in their family could, it's like, this isn't a game, you guys. Like, people in their family could, like, your ancestors are like pulling up on these people. Yeah, I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. These people were trying to sacrifice you. They could have tried to cause endings for you. I'm getting there is some sort of death here. Okay, there is some sort of death. Like, ancestors are coming through, and these people could be going through endings here, massive endings here. Okay, I feel like they tried to say something about you dying on social media. They tried to like say some crazy shit about you being dead on social media. That's what I'm getting here. And their time's up. You see how like there's a timer right here? Their time is up. It's over. Whatever they did out of greed, okay, are throwing you to the wolves, all right, to end you, okay? I feel like these people are going through what they ultimately tried to send your way. This isn't a game, you guys. Like, I don't know why these people think that they can get away with that. It's just, it's insane to me. Like, it's actually, like, it took me a long time to actually, like, process how real this is and how it actually happens every single day. It's just, you, like, it's kind of that thing, like, I just heard, like, you would never think it would happen to you, right? But as chosen ones, I feel like you guys have gone through this your whole life, where you've been ostracized, you've been talking down to, you've been treated poorly, because a lot of them, their main goal was to not allow you to see yourself for who you are, because you're too powerful in your own sovereignty. And these people, if they can get something out of you, if they can take from you, if they can energy manipulate, if they could do whatever they want to get away with things, if that means tearing you down, if that means taking you out, they would have. And that's why it's just, the things people do for greed just amazes me every single freaking day. Every single day. Yeah, this return to sender, trying to disempower you. All right, these are people who are just so hell-bent on just disempowering you, okay? Not wanting you to be empowered. It's like something about your, you know, confidence is so intimidating to these people. It's like something about your presence. It's like you knowing who you are. It's almost like these people, they have such a like a void in their heart that they don't like someone who knows themselves. Like, come on. or they don't like someone who has like some sort of higher power, or has some sort of protection from higher power. Yeah. I feel like people could have been communicating something. This could have been like a party or an event. They could have communicated something about an ending here, about ending you. These people could have actually, they're going through this ego death because they could have been like laughing about this, thinking that they would end you on social media, thinking that they can get away with something here. But the divine stepped in and was like, oh, that's really funny. Okay, but guess what? They're getting poetic justice, and their strength was only being tested by all of this. It's like all this stuff they thought they were getting away with. You guys were just going through some sort of initiation. Like, this was actually helping you build strength, if anything. Like, yeah, someone with blue eyes here could be a low vibing energy vampire. So this person on social media, they could have been trying to cause endings for you here, but they see that you're just leveling up. Yeah, they're noticing you're leveling up. Okay, thank you, Spirit. If this isn't clear as day, okay, you guys could be Pisces, maybe not, I don't know, but this could resonate. Someone tried to sacrifice you. Okay, sacrifice Pisces, a Pisces. Okay. Send monitoring spirits your way. There's someone with blue eyes who could have tried to sacrifice you. Okay, blue eyes is very significant in this reading. Okay, this person was doing a lot of magic on you. Okay, and they could have had a lot of your family members involved. They could have had a lot of your family members get paid for this. It's insane. Yeah, your authenticity irritates their demons. So these people have demonic forces that work with them. They work with a lot of I heard they took the low-hanging fruit. But they took a deal with the devil. They made a deal with the devil, and now you make them insanely nervous because it's like all this stuff they thought they were gonna get away with, all this stuff they thought they were gonna cause for you, chaos, destruction, endings for you. You just came out of it stronger, wiser, better. And I feel like, yeah, you guys could be part of the entertainment industry, or you guys are like heading into the entertainment industry or something, and someone has blocked access to you, okay? They know that they have blocked access to you, okay? And you've had just a lot of people projecting their own insecurities, their own falseness onto you guys, okay? This is how they thought they could sacrifice you, by like imitating you or taking on your energy as theirs, and then manipulating it by making their energy yours, like making you wear their energy. Like, it's weird, you guys. People will be weird out here, but they'll really like make you wear their energy and take on your energy, and then expect what? Like, what do they expect? Like, it's just, obviously karma's gonna hit them. Like, freaking, the wrath of God is upon them, and I'm feeling that energy. Like, yeah, someone could have done a lot of root work on you. This could have been someone who went to a professional or went to some sort of practitioner to do some root work on you, to cover this up, to cover up who you are. Literally could have tried to exchange energy, all right, to alter your values, your morals, your decisions. This is someone who does not like that you pay no mind to them, because you guys are leveling up. You guys are on to bigger and better. You guys don't have to focus on other people to get ahead. You guys don't have to tear other people down to get ahead. That is not your cup of tea, okay? You guys focus on your own lane. You stay in your own lane, and you just do better for yourself ultimately. And these people are just jealous and bitter, and they thought they could sacrifice you. And I'm getting that sacrifice was a fail, and now the devil's on their ass, okay? It was a big fat fail. Yeah, they talk about you behind your back. So there's someone here who talk about you a lot behind your back without your knowledge. This person could be very, very angry. All right, they are facing an ego death. This could be like a narcissist or someone who has a really massive ego, and it's being teared down to pieces because of what they thought they were getting away with. Because for a while, I'm sure they probably had a lot of people backing them up at the time when they were getting something out of it, when they were getting money, when they were getting paid. They thought, oh, I can make a living out of this. Well, they're getting shot down hardcore. And they could be going through a lot of fights with people. People could be really mad at them, ultimately, because they could have also ganged up with these people to sacrifice you. And they're not, like, the devil is coming to collect. All right? The devil is a liar. And this person was saying all this stuff, probably saying all these fake things, spewing a lot of false knowledge, maybe acting like a prophet, false prophetism. False prophetism is not even a word. Being a false prophet, being a copycat, trying to be like you and do everything you do, trying to be you, trying to wear your energy as... This shit is just so funny to me. It's just like, you gotta laugh, because like, if you don't laugh, like, what the hell? they'll actually, these people are just, they're just agents of the devil. They're very dark, very, very dark. They'll end you, try to end you, try to say that they're, yeah, narcissism, pretty much. And they'll try to project who they are onto you, make you wear their energy while they wear yours. Now they could be facing unexplained body welts, bruises, and scratches. Maybe they're getting a lot of nightmares, waking up with a lot of scratches, a lot of like demonic attachments that are connected to them. Okay, they have a lot of demonic spirits that are probably attacking them because, you know, they have a price to pay. And your spirit team has your back. I'm telling you, your ancestors, angels, spirit guides, they got your back, honey. All right, someone could have been trying to mess up your communication, glitching your technology. All right, someone could have been trying to like track you, text you, use false accounts to contact you, get into your energy here. Clarify sacrifice, yeah. This person wants you to act out of character. All right, this is what's happening to them. This person could be going through massive like their emotions could be all over the place. All right, they could be acting really irate. Yeah, they're mad because you're winning here. They're mad because they see you on top. Yeah, this person literally did root work on you. Okay, this person's really demonic. All right, this is someone who was definitely doing a lot to, I don't know what they thought they were going to get away with, honestly. They could have had a field day thinking that they were getting away with this in the beginning, but I feel like now they're in too deep, okay? So you could be needing to seek someone to help you with a protection spell. Like I said, maybe get some protection spray. That'll help a lot with cleansing your energy. Do spiritual baths, you know, connect more, meditate more. Because I know that you guys are probably, obviously people who are watching this, they're highly psychic, they're empaths, so they absorb energy, okay? So you're taking, sometimes you could feel very angry or feel very annoyed. You're taking on someone else's energy, all right? You're absorbing other people's energy, and you have to be mindful of what energy is yours, because maybe they were getting away with this, or so they thought, for a while, because you guys weren't as tuned in or tapped in, or you didn't have the rights, you just weren't, oh, excuse me, I got my throat. You guys weren't as tapped in. So by them getting away with like wearing your energy and making you wear their energy, you could have like not really knew that your energy was yours, and you could have acted out of character, acted all weird. You didn't know why you were going through these mood swings. A lot of it was because you were taking on someone else's energy. Yeah, this is so, wow. Not only did they try to sacrifice you, again with blue eyes, someone definitely has blue eyes in this energy. They hide behind a mask, and they hate on your body image and your exercise routine. So you got a hater on your hands, okay? A hater that wants to be like you and do everything you do, but they hate on you here. Yeah, so you have to seek someone to help you perform a hex breaking ritual. Yeah. Or you did. Maybe you did already do a hex breaking ritual here, and you'll witness this person's karma. This person who's always trying to one up you, compete with you, they secretly keep tabs on your every move. This person's obsessed, okay? They're pressed and obsessed. That's the energy I'm getting here, because the sacrifice didn't work. They couldn't end you, they couldn't sacrifice you, all right, to a darker entity or to a lower vibrational entity, because you work with God, you work with the highest power. Oh my gosh, they just made it deal with the devil. I just heard the devil made me do it. Okay, so you guys are being guided to carry black obsidian or have black obsidian around you. That can help calm your energy down. Okay, helps you carry a positive energy with you, and it can help you just remember to look on the brighter side of things. Okay, because this is just someone who can't stand your grind. All right, they cannot stand your hustle. You're dealing with people who just are, yeah, they're fake spiritualists that play victim when they know that they're losing, and they know that, you know, obviously the truth is being shown, the truth is being told. Yeah, and they're envious of the career and money you make. So there's someone who could have just, this could have been like a rival. I don't think you guys were probably competing with this person, but they could have been competing with you behind the scenes, wanting to do everything that you do, wanting to be better at things than you. And you could have even taught this person a few things, or you're teaching this person a lesson, teaching this person a few things. Yeah, I feel like this person was just trying to cause you to lose appetite to your goals and your ambitions here. All right, but you have recharged your energy, so they can no longer do that. This person has a personality disorder. They don't know how to be themselves. So yeah, this person definitely, this person isn't truly connected to themselves. Okay, they carry a really dark energy to them. They have a very dark mask that they're connected to, and oof, this person sent death to you. So this sacrifice could have literally been death magic. The person could have been doing car accident spells and just a bunch of crazy stuff. This person is really unhinged. Okay, you cut them off and they still watch you, and it's a lot of it has to do with you probably cutting this person off. You know, caught on to what they were doing. You caught on to their weird energy. You caught on to this crazy yeah, this person definitely can't stand to see you shine. And I feel like a lot of them going over the top was because of them no longer being able to assassinate your character, because it's too obvious. Because as you get better, as you get stronger, they get weaker, and it's like it shows, you know. Your light and authenticity irritates this person's demons, or these people's demons. Yep. They cannot stand to see you shine. This person's a clown, a whole ass clown. And they spread rumors about you, okay? They're always talking behind your back here. They could have done this again to parties. I don't know. That's just a message I'm getting for someone. Could resonate. Someone was trying to get into parties by talking about you, because it's the only way they were interesting, if they talked about you. Anyways, okay, yeah, we have a pyrite crystal that can help shield you from harmful effects that technology can have on the mind and body. So yeah, this person could have been doing stuff on social media, sending you energy attacks through social media. Keeping a pyrite crystal can help you with that, because they're just mad. You found a clear solution to all this BS that they were sending your way, and it's almost like they know that you have like sparked some sort of like courage within you, and they're mad to see you winning. They're their own worst enemy. At the end of the day, they're the ones who cause problems for themselves, because their own internal insecurities, fears, whatever, they send your way, and it's just a projection of who they are. And this person could be very just like, I wouldn't say oblivious, because they know what they're doing, but I feel like they don't realize the validity and the like the gravity of what they're doing, because they're ruining their own lives simultaneously by doing this to you, because they're not affecting you. All right, they're not doing anything to you. They're just ruining their own reputation, because it's like it's bouncing right back to them. It's showing them who they really are. They're mad because you pay no mind to them. This person's just angry because you have you're so protected, okay? You're so spiritually protected, all right? And I feel like you have so much wisdom that this person, I feel like, wants for themselves, but they go about it the really wrong way. And, you know, jealousy really gets the best of some people, unfortunately. But, you know, you can't do anything about that, okay? So just let them be, let them go through their own karma, because you're obviously not going to wear their karma. That's a hell no. I've gone through probably too much bullshit with these people to wear their own karma. Yeah, you're growing. You're growing. This is like you're going through spiritual ascension. This just wanted to come out from my other deck. So Oracle. We have Oracle, wait for important information, and Direction Guardian, choose your path. So you guys are Oracle, or you have some Oracle abilities here. I feel like you are being highly protected by spirit, and also spiritual ancestors are guiding you. I feel like they're giving you an inner knowing, an inner compass. Yeah, you're very protected. All right. I feel like your spiritual beliefs are also protected. I feel like something about the past life energy was coming back up for you guys to transmute. The surface, coming back up to the surface here. All right, it's for you guys to transmute this energy, okay? Yeah, like I said, you guys have a lot of knowledge here. You guys are very tapped in. You're very psychic. Yeah, I feel like this person is like, they can't get to you. All right, you're in this new life, okay? You're seen as taking a new direction. You chose a different path from this person. And I feel like, yeah, you release this person ultimately led you towards your abundance, your good luck, okay? And I feel like this person, it's like you're on a different page, okay? You guys are not on that same page. You're in a new life, okay? This person wants to take you down, drag you down with them. You're transmuting that energy. This person's their own worst enemy. Yeah. I feel like they're also, what's happening is you're going through a spiritual cleansing right now. All right, because you faced your shadows, so you're actually integrating it within yourself. This person has to do that, and they, you know, it's a matter of are they going to do it or are they not? But I am seeing that this new life is protected. All right, this person cannot look into your life. They cannot divination spy on you. They cannot track you. Even if they try to track you, they're not going to get the right info. It's just going to be their own projected manipulation energy that they're going to try to assume that is yours, okay? And it's going to be that kind of energy that they're being sent back to them, okay? So you're being protected here, okay? Whatever your path is, it's being heavily protected. It's being, what's it called? It's being veiled, okay? Yeah. I feel like people are getting like the message here, okay? Yeah, heavy on investigation. There's an investigation going on. I feel like you have a very like intense spiritual upgrade happening right now, and I feel like you're really backed up by like a lion spirit animal. I don't know why I'm getting like a lion spirit animal is really protecting you here, and I feel like you're being seen as like beloved. You're beloved not only by the universe, but I feel like a lot of people love you and cherish you, okay? Because your energy is just so pure. This person was trying to sacrifice a pure person. Like, how dare they? Literally, how dare they? Clarify new life. Meanwhile, this person in the universe's eyes is like, oh, hell with them. Like, they're just, you know, agents of the devil. They're just dark. So it's like, who is the universe going to choose? The one that they adore, their ancestors love, they cherish like a baby, like their baby? Or someone here who's just clearly delusional and demented and just, I don't know. I don't want to say that. I just want to say clearly that they are, obviously they chose the dark side. So that's the universe doesn't, you know, support that. Okay, well, I mean, there's light and dark to anything, but I'm just saying, like, if you're a higher vibrational being, the universe will support higher vibrational beings' path because they have a bigger purpose than someone who's just a lower vibrational entity being who just allows dark energies to contain their vessel. Like, this new life, I feel like, yeah, you're definitely in your north node, okay? You're in your north node. I feel like you guys have a lot of prosperity coming towards you guys, okay? The 30th could be significant, okay? This new life, I feel like you guys are not ready, or you guys are ready, but I feel like you guys are not prepared for the amounts of like representation I feel like you're going to have. Like, you're gonna have a lot of people who are just seeing you for who you are, okay? And I feel like it's going to be very refreshing, probably even like, you're probably gonna feel a little bit like, you're probably gonna cry tears of joy because you're just gonna feel so liberated, okay? And I feel like for a long time you just felt so like, you just felt so what's the word, misrepresented in a lot of ways, and I feel like now you're not going to be that way, and it's finally, you're going to be seen for who you are, and it's going to be very liberating, okay? Yeah, you have a lion spirit animal, okay? You could have Leo in your chart, but you're being protected by a lion spirit animal. That's like, it's showing up in your energy. You're shining bright like a diamond. You have a lot of courage, okay? These people are very intimidated by your courage, and I feel like a lot of it is like having to do with they're having blocked access to this new path because it's so protected that they can't even see what's going on behind the scenes. All right, so yeah, your relationships, yeah, something is put into motion here. No stagnancy, because you guys have done some sort of exploration here. All right, or you've gone within here. All right, and you're receiving justice. So this is poetic justice for you, okay? For people to recognize that this person or these people who are trying to sacrifice you are their own worst enemies, and they're getting karma handed to them. All right, so we have a Cancer moon. Someone could have a Cancer moon, okay? We have the first house. So yeah, like your new life, like it's being, right now it's unfolding as we speak, okay? I feel like it could have to do a lot with like nurturing, okay? With Cancer energy, a lot of it has to do with like being a nurturer, okay? Maybe motherhood, or just something here having to do with like the wisdom of the feminine. All right, yeah, the unconscious, that's things that are taking place in the unconscious, I feel like are being brought up, like subconsciously. They're being brought up to the surface for you to alchemize and transmute, okay? That's the message I have for you guys, okay? That was actually a lot longer than I expected. I'm gonna leave that message here. Hopefully that resonated with you guys. Let me know down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.